Hello,
Hello,
hello.
everybody.
Woohoo.
Welcome. I hope you guys are all doing well today. The three of us are just trying to get our ducks in a row. But if you are joining us live, thanks for joining. And if you are joining on the replay, thanks for watching. Tell us what your favorite thing was that we did today. If you have questions, please ask us. That we are streaming, just so you know, on all three of our channels. So you may be watching on either Jonna's channel, the Preppy Crafty Girl, on Carol at Crinkle Path, or on my channel. Wherever you are, say hi and let us know what you're up to today. We would love to hear from you. Or if you're new here, tell us where you're watching from, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So I should probably give a little preamble if this is the first time that you guys are joining the Prairie Girls Gather collaboration, which is an open collaboration the three of us are hosting. Anyone can participate. We have some fun things that we're working on and some fun things planned in the future. We also have some giveaways and some things happening throughout the month and into November. But if you are doing something with Prairie Girls Gather and you feel so inclined, you can use the hashtag Prairie Girls Gather, and you can put that on any of your social media. You can also go to district.net/the makers market. That is the uh, kind of like a vendor mall for arts and crafts that we have. And there is a show and tell area that you can show your work if you want to share that as well. So please feel free to hop over there. And maybe, Carol, maybe we can pop that in the comments too so everybody knows where to go in order to check out others' work. And we are doing a series, and I'll let the girls tell you what they're working on. But we are working on all things prairie related. And hey, Sierra. And we're having a good time. And this week specifically, we're working on pockets, tucks, and flips. So I will be doing a giveaway. I'll give you a word in just a minute. But before we do that, let's hear from Carol and Jonna. Jonna, what are you up to today? And what do you have up your sleeve?
I am making pockets and flips.
And tucks, right?
Yeah, so on one of my videos, I had this weird paper pack that was a weird size, and then I ended up having envelopes that were the same size. So I made some pockets from the envelopes and then put that paper on the front of it, and then yeah, so I'm going to be working on these, decorating those, which could be like a tuck or two pockets if you sew it or glue it down on your page. So I got a stack of those I'm working on. Then I have, those the the envelopes you get with your junk mail, and it's got this like crinkly thing, and everybody usually kind of like decoupages on the front. I can't stand decoupaging around this little hole, and so, but I love the little crispy bit in the middle. So I decided I was going to take a punch and some regular envelopes, and I'm going to punch it. I'm going to cut this little plasticky piece out and then put it in my own envelope, and then I don't have to decoupage it. So,
There you
win-win.
go.
And I came across these in my stash. You gave these away, I think in the spring or something. You had this free download, and it's
Oh,
all about,
yeah.
yeah, it had some cute, like, gather around the table. And there were some cute, like, farm things that, like, saddle, picket fence, hayride. So I thought those were appropriate. So I did pull those, and have like oh, I guess I can make an announcement. There's a free printable on my coffee shop. If you guys need labels, you can go and grab that.
Let me
um
see if I can pop that link into.
okay, because if you can't, I have it here.
Yeah, you keep talking. I'll find it. I got it.
Okay,
Hi, Sierra. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Hazel.
Thank you.
so that's, I think that's about it. And I got hot cocoa to sip on. How about you ladies? What you got to sip on?
Oh, I'm being naughty. I have iced tea.
Oh, you put the wrong link up.
No, I'm putting it up. I
Oh, okay.
haven't put it in yet. So I'll probably be up all night, but I needed some iced tea. I had a little bit of a headache.
Oh.
Well, I'm there. I'm twinning you, Angela. I'm drinking some Sunjoy from. I have the sugar-free tea in my Sunjoy from Chick-fil-A. I had to go to an appointment today in about an hour or so away, and so I stopped and got a sandwich and a Sunjoy on my way. That's basically an Arnold Palmer. For those of you who don't know what a
I
Sunjoy
was
is.
gonna say, what's a Sunjoy? I didn't not know what that was.
It does sound good.
Yeah, so I'm sipping on that, and I have some water.
And then let me make you big so we can. Hi, Hope.
Okay,
So
so now mine's not going live. Remember Carol's didn't go live last week from hers. Now mine's not. That's weird.
Oh
okay,
no!
it says you are.
That's weird. Okay.
Let me just check on my end and see if I can help you out.
Oh
Okay.
no! It says you're live.
Oh, it's not showing up on my.
Maybe Hazel can check for you. She did such a good job of that last week for me. Maybe she can bop
Hazel,
on over to
Hazel.
your channel and let you
I was
know.
just trying to look at the chat. That's all. I can pull it up.
There you go. There's the freebies that Jana is giving away. I've already started cutting mine up too.
Okay, I see myself now.
Yay.
Tamara said, I just found out what the golf drink was when I was in North Carolina. The Arnold Palmer icy and lemonade. I love icy and lemonade together. I don't tend to do a lot of sugar, so just a little sugar from the lemonade is good. Yes, I was working on fussy cutting Jana's freebies when I sat down here. I grabbed the first 4 journals that I have all my papers for, that I had a stack of them on the floor in our house. And I just grabbed the first 4, and I figure I'll work through these probably in the 2 hours. This is more than enough. And then I'll keep working on them throughout the week. But if I have to grab more, I can.
There you go. There you go.
And I thought I'd do some just some real simple little pockets to start, because Jana's little tags were kind of inspiring me to do some little library pocket kind of things. So
Little
I
fun.
started folding those.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, I am kind of doing. I have 3 different pockets that I'm going to actually have 4. I found something while I was looking for something else, a little template, and if we have time, I'm going to get it out. But it might not be something that everybody has. Obviously, it's not something everybody has, so I don't want to spend too much time with it. But I thought you guys might be able to give me some insight on what I could use it for. But it's kind of interesting. It was so I think we might try to do something with that. But right now, I'm just doing these little. The first ones I wanted to do. So I kind of went through and got all of, I should probably put myself on. There we go. I kind of went through and loosely decided on colors for all 7 of these journals. And so I'm just kind of mass making this one, and then I'll make a few, and then I like to mix it up a bit, so I'll move on to the next one. But I tried to kind of coordinate each one of them so that I could have them ready. But one thing I haven't done, and maybe you ladies have, is I haven't even gone through my stash to see if I have anything that's viable that I could be using,
I don't have a stash.
That's where I found my envelope thingies, because I was like, I could use those. They match.
It's funny, friends on here. Jana brought this up, and all 3 of us, we all agreed that you know, you can come up with a million ideas until you're under pressure and you're like, oh, I've got to do pockets and tucks and flips. What am I going to do? Do any of you, the rest of you ever get like that? Because we agreed we both do, or all do. So, yeah, I
Yeah,
told the
my
girls,
mind. Yeah, because I didn't look at the topic, and then I'm like, till about till yesterday, and then I was like, oh my goodness, okay, what am I gonna do? I have like a gazillion ideas for pockets, and I like all of a sudden I'm like, oh, and then Carol was like, hey, we should show two of our favorites, and I'm like, I guess I should have gone back through some of my journals and looked
oh, that's
or
funny.
videos.
Yeah, so that's what I said. I was like, I need to go back to my 100+ videos for each of the topics that we're doing. I better get acquainted. But I think I didn't have to do that. I don't want to have to watch myself. Hello, Tracy.
You're welcome, Tracy.
Is Denise here? I haven't seen her yet, but I have her. I wanted to show you guys this. Speaking of pockets and tucks, because this is the journal that she gifted to me. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. But in here, I wanted to do, and this is what reminded me. She had gifted me some of this vintage ribbon, and she made some ruffles, and I have them. I got everything, all my stuff to do my signatures, to add like ruffles and things on it. And I remember that she had this cute little tuck or, side pocket tuck, and she just used that ribbon. So I'm saying it here on this live so I don't forget that I want to do that, because I think that would be so cute. And all she did was just use that. It's a little heavier ribbon, because it's vintage. And she just did a double one and did a little tuck there. So
That's
I
super
love it.
That's
cute.
really cute.
It is cute. This whole journal's cute. I have it on my shelf, and I have all of my journals that I've been gifted or purchased that I just look at. They make me happy. But I just thought that was a cool idea, and I hadn't tried it before, so I'm gonna do that.
Inspiration.
I know. And then I will put us all back on the screen and in a second. But here's what I'm creating. I'm just doing this. So I can either do this and put it on the page. I can leave it as a standalone. I could put this on the page, I guess, glue this side down. I could even put, depending on what the page looks like on the back, I could add paper on there. But it's just a simple little pocket, and all I'm using is 6x6 paper. And I probably won't. I don't think I'm going to do any decorating of mine, because I should, because I'm here and I'm not in a location where I won't have everything. But
So I had a happy accident happen. I decided I was going to take some of this gauze that I had and dye it in coffee. And I put it in coffee, and this is the color it came out. Can you see that?
I'm going to make you
Blue.
big. It looks blue from here, but
It is blue. It is. It's like a blue gray with brown. That's just coffee. That's what happened to it in the coffee.
Wow, that's cool.
I didn't put anything else in it. That was just that I just put it in a coffee bath. I thought that was really weird. It was old, I bought like at the bins, I found a big thing of gauze squares. And I don't know if it was some chemical reaction of the gauze square and the coffee. Because
Wow.
I did paper with the coffee and it came out like coffee colored.
Huh.
So that was a happy accident. I'm glad I did a bunch of it because I don't think I could ever recreate it.
Right. I wonder if it's just if there's some kind of chemical in it that makes it.
That's what I was thinking in the gauze. I don't know.
So fun. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's almost like speckled egg kind of a color by or maybe vintage patina by Tim Holtz. Yeah. With the coffee.
Timed math test. Oh gosh, say math and it makes me have anxiety. I know, Tamara.
Now, I I have Jana's tags, but I also have the ones that I downloaded from Tracy on her Ko-fi. She's got some cute little tags too. Hers are square, are rectangle, and there's florals and little faux stitched ones and polka dots. And then I'm going to give you a close up of Jana's. Come in 3 sizes, but I love the colors. They go really great with the kits we have.
They do.
Angela, are you giving away a kit today?
I am giving away a kit today, which is perfect. It's like we planned that, Carol, and we did. I am giving away another of the 3 kits. So I'm giving away the Prairie Girls kit, which I don't have in front of me. I have all my stuff packed up and ready to go with me to the lake, but and I will also be giving away the 2 calicos, and I have 2 sets of ginghams. So this week I'm adding the 2 sets of ginghams to the giveaways. So there'll be 2, 4, 5 digital kits that I will be giving away. And all you have to do is put in the word gingham, and that qualifies you to play. And then maybe tell us what you're working on in the month of October. Or maybe what you're working. We're closer to November than we are to, the middle of October. So maybe what you're going to be working on in November.
More of this.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you guys working on Christmas stuff this year?
No.
I just did a Grinch journal.
Nice.
And then I'm just doing the one that I'm doing the Christmas one for the Little House on the Prairie.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Christmas.
Yeah.
But that's it for Christmas for me. I'm going on a nice trip with my sister. So
Fun.
I'm trying to clear off my schedule a little bit.
I'm working on a present journal. I don't think it's a secret that Hazel and I have been trying to do a journal swap for a year now, over a year. We intended to swap last Christmas, and then my life got crazy, and then we were going to swap last summer, but my life was still crazy. It's totally me, not her. And so that my November is going to be finishing up these and finishing up hers.
Nice. Yeah, I'm hopeful if all goes well, I'll have. I don't know. I think the Holly Hobby one will take me the longest because it's the one that I have the least amount of other stuff for. I mean, I have a lot of things, but some of them are just big. Like
big pieces of fabric.
Well, and big, like I have that puzzle, the cover for the puzzle. Like they're not really appropriate for a journal unless I do some, do more of them and cut them down and that kind of thing. So I need to think a little bit more with the Holly Hobby one. So I don't think that will get done, but I think most of them will get close to done.
So I know I have a library pocket die, but when I saw that there's stripes on this, I thought, do I want to get out my die cutting machine? Do I want to get out a die? Nope, I don't. So I just tri-fold it, and it doesn't have to be right in the center. And then I just cut these 2 corners off, and then you have to fold it to use your corner rounder. But rounding that corner just to tuck it up to close the bottom of the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my first pocket of the night. Super, super complicated.
Hey, you know what? No one said anything about being complicated. Like this is, I mean, how easy is it to fold a 6x6, in half and cut a piece out to make it a little flippy flappy pocket? Not hard at all, but
I like the quick and easy ones because you can do a bunch.
Right. That's why I started with this because only one of them might take a little bit. I'm just doing waterfalls, and I feel like I didn't do I kind of cheated on BB and Kara's thing by doing what I did. So I'm like, I should probably do some waterfalls. So I got stuff out to do those.
I totally
I
forgot about templates. When she said templates, I was like, oh yeah, I pulled these. These are like old. Did you ever hear about scrap goods? It was an old 2007
Yeah.
company, and I saved their templates, and I came across them when I was cleaning out a bin, and they have one that looks like that,
so do
and
you
then they have this
trace
thing that folds and does
and
something.
cut out? How does that work?
Yeah, you trace them and you cut them out. And this has like a lacing thing, so I thought that's kind of cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what
I
these were. I don't know what brand.
Jonna, your memory is impeccable. Like I did scrapbooking in the late 90s through the mid 2000s, and I don't remember any brands.
Oh
maybe,
yeah,
maybe me and my big ideas, I'm like some of those brands that had a lot of kidlit things in them, but that's
yeah,
funny.
that was pretty funny because you were like, "I'm going to an estate sale. Can you guys think of any papers I'm supposed to be looking for?" I was like, "Oh yes, I do."
Yeah, and then it was a total bust. Either the hordes got there ahead of me and took it all, or I mean, there was the only thing that was there was Creative Memories, plain paper. They had a lot of photo albums, but I was not terribly impressed with the prices. And there was a lot of like Provo craft, and it was just really, really not anything amazing.
Ah, that's too
Not
bad.
not that that brand is horrible or anything. It's just they didn't, it was very picked over, and I was not, I think I was there an hour and a half after the sale started, and this lady was there, and she said, I've been here 2 hours. I came before it opened, and she's like, I had to go sit in my car. It was so like elbows and knees and crowded, and I was in a tiny little space, so I kind of glad I missed that.
Yeah, I think you dodged that bullet well.
Well, I know. Remember, I told you last week I went to that new bins place, and when
Oh
I
yeah.
got there, I was like an hour and a half after it opened because I was at the car dealership, and so I can't. I walked in, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!" It was like a Good Friday event. Everybody already was at the cash register, had two carts full of stuff. Each person practically had two carts full of stuff, and there were still a ton of people in there. And I'm just like, okay, so my friend called me Sunday and yesterday and said, "Hey, you want to go on Wednesday with me? I haven't been. You can kind of show me the ropes." And I'm like, do we have to go when it opens? Because I'm terrified. I mean, there were just so many people. It was crazy.
Hmm, that's too bad. So on this one, I think what I'm gonna on a couple of these, I think what I'm gonna do instead of making this flippy. Okay, so maybe I should make myself big for a second. So this is what I did initially. I just made a little pad. This just opens up. I just put a little tab on it, stuck a tag in there, and the back is blank. So I could glue it down or whatever. But I think on some of these, what I might do is flip this way and make that into a pocket. I don't know. Maybe I could make it into an up tuck. Or I could put it on a plate. On a plate. I could put it on a plate.
Are you hungry?
No, actually, I'm not, which is, I was thinking about putting it backwards. Maybe I'll do it as an up tuck. You know what? Let's just throw caution to the wind here.
Well, you got options.
I know. Well, I kind of like to do them all a little bit different, Mix it up a bit.
Mhm.
I'm only going to do like a few of these, then I'll move on to the next one, and then I'll come back and finish these up. But yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Let's see. We'll just stick this in here as a tag so I remember that I did it as an up tuck. There we go. Okay, so that one I don't think I'm going to put any paper in. This one, I'm putting, oh, my brain is not working today. Paper clips on here so I can go take them to the sewing machine and sew them all.
Tamara said, I think simple is best most times. It's your materials that can make or break something. The same is true for sewing. I can make the simplest garment and get the most compliments. Agree.
Isn't
Love
that
it.
true? Very true. Well said. All right, this one.
Okay, let's see. Sean said, I love gingham. Exclamation. I should say, I love gingham. I'm trying to do 2 to 3 signatures, little golden book journal, so I can keep collecting more. Oh, I need to do an exclamation. So I can keep collecting more. I have so many and really enjoy working with them. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that is. They are fun, aren't they? There's just some nostalgia that goes along with that for sure.
Well,
Brings.
and I think there's nothing better than finding something you love to work with, you know.
Yep.
So then you hit your stride.
Yes, for sure. Color is this? Oh, it's pink. It's pink. I told you guys last week. I think I missed my opportunity to dye more paper, but I may just give it a go.
Well, you saw my kitchen island. I dyed a bunch of CD envelopes and I can't find them.
Oh no.
I
Oh
dyed
my
like
God.
about 20 of them and I can't find them. I was going to work on those today. Like, yeah.
Aw. I
Well,
hate it when I hide things from myself.
I
I
put them
know.
in a safe place.
At least we all know we're not alone. So there's that.
Well,
Are
what's
they hiding
weird,
on your cart?
no, they're not in. I know. I looked in my cart. They're not in my cart. That's the weird thing because I did them for this project.
Oh wow.
And they're not in the cart. But see, I think when I did them, I didn't have my cart yet. So
Oh, okay.
that was the
Well,
issue.
find something else you're missing and look for it, and you won't find it, but you'll find the CD envelopes. Because
There you
Oh
go.
my gosh, we're so much alike. Totally agree.
I
Oh,
I
God.
get I get so down. I mean, I'm like so hard on myself when I can't find things because I one thing I do well is I can look at something, I know where it's at, and I do not forget that. So when I forget or I've misplaced something, it drives me absolutely insane. I'm like,
and
where could
it's
Well,
usually when I'm in a rush, you know.
yeah.
yeah, that's what happened. I had somebody coming over and I had to clean the island off. And so I don't know where I stashed them. I put them somewhere. I'll find them. Probably when I'm like looking for the coffee or something. I don't know. I'll find them.
Oh,
Praise report. Da
what?
da da! The nutria rat has been done away with.
Well, praise the Lord. What?
There's only one.
No, there was a second one, but I haven't seen the second one since the springtime. So I don't know what happened to the second one, but the big one, he is gone. My neighbor texted me and said that her husband got it. The sheriff next door, he got the thing, and I was like, oh.
Was there a reward? Did you have a reward for it?
You get $6 if you cut the tail off and you bring it to the state because the state gives you $6 for killing them because they destroy the ecosystem here.
That's what you said. My goodness.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm like so I'm so
So
happy.
relieved.
Oh yeah, because my neighbor, I told you, had to clean out her backyard. The lake property owner association got on her about cleaning her jungle over there. Well, in the meantime, it kicked up all kinds of wildlife
That
coming
was
into
living in
everybody
there, huh?
else's yards. And then I heard her yelling out there the other day, stay on my side of the property line. The guy was out there, hacking down all the 6 foot high weeds. And so it left this wedge on between my yard and her yard because I thought I had my whole yard done, but apparently she's lived here since the 70s, so I guess she knew where the property line was. And so anyway,
And she
now I
did.
got this wedge of 6 foot high weeds. So I went to Home Depot yesterday, and I got myself a because my weed whacker got all caught up in it. It was too much. And so I went and got what's that thing called? Oh, a machete. I went and got a machete.
Oh my gosh, I've got a visual. I mean, I can't help it.
So so anyway, we had rain Saturday, so I couldn't go out there and machete. But I picked up this thing called Snake Away. You put it on the end of your hose and you spray, and apparently it keeps all the snakes away. So first, this is my idea because it's down by the lake, and yeah, I don't want to come upon any snakes. So I got the Snake Away. You put it on a hose, you spray it all around, and apparently it keeps the snakes away. So I'm going to spray that whole area first. It's probably around, I don't know, 200 square feet. And
Woo.
then, or maybe more. And then I'm going to wait. And then you have to wait 24 hours. And then I'll go out the next day with the machete and like really tall boots.
Ooh.
Sounds
I
like you
think
got a game
machete
plan.
sounds hard work.
So
I
is
think
a
it sounds
machete
that's
hard
on.
to use? They make it look really easy when they're hacking through the Amazon.
Well, I've used a machete before, but like for 5 minutes, so I'm not an expert, but Dave has one that he uses a lot to trim down some of the stuff in that common ground, what do you call it? Whatever that space is called. But that snake away is supposed to work. Dave has also used that before, and he and I, neither one of us are, well, we hate snakes, so.
Yeah, I don't care for them myself. So I know some of them are good because, Carol's always on me about the snake deal. I know some of them are good, but they're good.
Well,
They're much better when I don't see them.
there's
Yeah.
there's definitely there's definitely snakes you don't want on your property, and we happen to live where there's snakes where, yeah. I take my granddaughter to the library on Wednesdays, and the librarian always brings a bag of puppets, and she always kind of puts like a something kind of unusual. Like she sings Old MacDonald or some other farm song, but then she brings puppets that are not necessarily farm animals. And one of the
Okay.
puppets that she brings at the end is either a snake or a shark or
Oh,
what's the other
something
thing?
scary?
Yeah, well, they're not. She doesn't make them scary because they're cute puppets,
Okay.
but it's something that's unusual for the farm or whatever. Um, but when she brings the snake, all the kids run up and want to pet the snake, except my granddaughter, who knows when you see a snake, you don't touch it. She's so well trained.
Oh,
He's like,
good. That's
not gonna
good.
I'm like, all those city library children are gonna get eaten by a snake someday. I don't feel
happen.
bad for them.
Oh no. Okay, Tracy's at oh no, Tamara is asking, well, don't they eat rats? Not
Right.
all not all snakes eat rats though, right?
Yeah, pretty much all snakes eat rats.
Oh, they
Except
do?
That's why you don't want to kill snakes off that are not harmful to you, because it's like one thing if we kill a rattlesnake that's come really close to our house because we have small children and dogs that are not very smart about rattlesnakes. So we usually have to take those out, but we let all the other snakes live because otherwise we'd be overrun with field mice and rats
Makes
there's,
sense.
I'm
and
sorry.
ground squirrels.
Yeah. If I see, well, I don't know if I could kill a snake, but somebody would be killing it. I know. No, no, no.
And his
Like
name
if
might
it's
begin with a D.
Yep.
yeah, I just, no. I'll probably have nightmares. But those nutria rats, Tamara, are like the size of a dog.
Yeah, the one I have was like the size of a small cocker spaniel. So yeah, there's no snake. I don't think that would be eating that. That it lives around here. I'm sure pythons would probably go for it, but we don't have those, fortunately. So
Yikes.
No anacondas, no.
no anacondas. No.
We're good in that
Well, we do
department.
have copperheads, and we apparently we have rattlesnakes. So I don't want to see either one of those. And we have water moccasins. Yeah.
You've got more venomous snakes than we do. We
We have
just
all.
have the diamondback rattlers.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We have them all. I don't know if we have water moccasins and rattlesnakes. I don't know if we have copperheads in Iowa. Maybe.
We're
They
probably creeping
all.
out our audience and need to talk
I
about
know, I
something
know. I
Yes,
was
else.
I'm
thinking
sure
the
we
same
are.
thing. I'm like, okay, what do we need to
But
talk
it
about
is Little
now?
House on the Prairie, you know. We got to get into the realities of prairie life.
There
Okay,
you go.
let's do some prairie life here.
Yeah, let's go for locust and grass fires and
Grasshoppers.
dysentery. I don't know.
Uh,
I have to say hi to Sarah Lee and Sean and Tamara. I saw your comments, but didn't say hi.
Hello, ladies. It's awesome to have you here. And don't forget to put your. I wanted to go back and see what the girls are working on. I need to do that. But I was intently listening to that story, so now I can do that. Let me go look. Okay, let's see. Oh, I keep forgetting I'm on my iPad or on my laptop over here. I cannot use my thumb or my
All
finger.
right, I need to work on this one now.
Ding dong, the rat is gone.
So
Mm.
you both Jonna, both you and Angela, you craft kind of more mask make and then look for a place that it seems to fit. Is that kind of what you do? Because I am definitely like the page tells me what to make.
Oh yeah, well, that's how I generally do it. But then I also, if I don't have a place for it, that's why I have a plethora of stash because sometimes it warrants me, like you said, making something specific for that page.
I usually make stuff specifically for that page. However, I had these already, so I thought these would be easy. I don't have to turn my sewing machine on. I can just decorate them, and they match the journals that I'm making. So I just separated them into the ones that match, and then I have a blank pages on my book in my journal, so I'll just stick them down on a blank page since they're pattern paper, you know.
Nice. I have
So,
very few blank pages.
okay, yeah. So
I
then
think I was inspired by Hazel's interviewee from her Heart to Heart last week, where she was talking about her commissioned journals and she doesn't allow white pages, which I know you're putting stuff on those white pages, so technically you're not leaving them white, but it's so funny because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try and have something on every page before I even start. I think I was influenced.
yeah, I like having some blank pages in my journals. What do you journal on if everything is printed?
Well, I have some printables that, you could definitely write on them.
Oh, okay.
And I also do I do a lot of my journaling on things that go into pockets and under tucks and all that.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I,
I
I
just do
like a lot
whatever.
of journaling space.
I don't really worry about it. I just do whatever. If the page, I'm more aesthetic. So like if it coordinates, it's kind of how I do my houses. If it seems like it works together, then I go with that and I'll work through the problems later. Um, but I guess I don't feel, I'm kind of indifferent. Either way is fine, I guess.
I just stuck this down and I think I was gluing this page back to back. I thought I had done that already, but I don't think I did.
All right, girls, those are done other than decorating them. I did decorate a couple of them. I used a couple because those just looked like they needed to. Jana's little things needed to go on there. I need to go get Tracy's as well. Yeah, very cute. I'm just trying to not take the whole kitchen sink and everything else. Oh, I forgot to put tabs on these. With me on this trip. Oh my Lord, I tell you.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Angela is going to be away at their lake house working there.
Joy. If anybody wants to
So she's so she's crafting and selling from there. So she has got to pack it all up. Oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed for you.
well, and then I did these styling journals. I thrifted for fall outfits. I have like 3 of them, and I've done part of all the videos. And I'm like, now I have to style the outfits. I'm like, well, I am not taking all those clothes up there. So I'm like, well, might be November before those get done, but that takes a lot of time. So you just got to say what's going to give, right?
Right.
And that's going to just have to give because, most of you guys don't give a 2 hoots about my fashion videos, which still have not come out.
You don't know what kind of hoots we give because we haven't seen them.
Yeah, I was just thinking that because you don't give any. I'm like, you do fashion videos?
Well, I don't know that they're necessarily. Okay, well, let's reserve your expectations to see one. But so normally what I do is like I have a list of things that I want to get because I have ideas in my head, or I go to Pinterest and I'm like, ooh, that's a cute outfit. And then I try to like figure out what I have in my closet. Most of the time I just shop and then sometimes buy things that I don't need that I already had. But then I try to have a list of things like, I want a tweed vest, which I think I found one. I found one on eBay. I did not find one in the wild, but or I wanted and now that I have one, I don't know how it's gonna work for somebody who's 50 plus, but I wanted to get a slip, like a real slip, like that we used to wear in the day.
Like an old fashioned one?
Yeah. And style that into like a layered look. But now that I got one, I'm like, I don't know about that. So that one might not make the cut, but so I just have a list, and I have I wanted a pair of riding pants, and so things like that. And then I could try to go find it, and then I style it. Which the styling part's the most fun, but it takes the longest.
I'm going to have to come on and show my face on one of these before we're done, because when I went to meet a person to buy one of these Holly Hobby patterns, they gave me the dress that their mother made with the pattern, and it's for an adult.
Oh, Carol. Oh, that would be one more thing I'd have to bring. But I bought something at the thrift store and I was gonna wear it today.
I know. I thought, Carol, you were gonna wear it for the kickoff.
I know. I forgot.
Shoot. Well, you got to show it today.
Just chickened out.
Yeah, that too. Well, because somebody wouldn't join me. Ha ha ha.
Somebody meaning me.
Somebody wouldn't break out their bonnet.
I don't have a bonnet. I have a hat. I don't wear a hat.
I had to. Well, my daughter found her bonnet. So we have in Sacramento, which is our state capital, we have the Sutter's Fort, which is like a immersive historical experience kind of thing, where they have people dressed in period costumes and they talk to you like they're the real residents of the Sutter's Fort and teach you all about the history. And they have a gift shop there and they sell the prairie bonnets. And so at some point when our kids were little, they both got bonnets. But the bonnets are adult size. And my daughter's like, when I showed her the dress, she's like, "Oh, I still have my bonnet. You can wear my bonnet."
That's funny. Yes, you have to show your face before the end of today. Okay, those are done.
Not before the end of today, but before the end of our series, I will come dressed in the dress.
Maybe we
Okay.
should do that for our final one before our recap.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
that'd be good.
Okay, so I'll wear my bonnet because it's a mini bonnet.
A mini bonnet.
It's
You're
a little
gonna wear
tiny bonnet.
it. You're gonna wear it on your thumb.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it was so funny because is her name who's Craft Room Stories? Is that Peg?
Peg, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Because she was on there, she was doing a live or something like that. I'm like, oh, and she was showing that she made a bonnet, and I'm like, oh my gosh, great minds think alike. I made tiny bonnets for my little house on the prairie journal. And she made little bonnets, and I was like laughing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I did the same thing.
Do you want to see
So
my Do you want to see my bonnet?
How
Okay,
cute.
oh,
I did not make this, but I think I'd like to try. This is actually a needle book.
Oh, cute.
how cute is that? It's
Yeah,
adorable.
that
So
would be
there's like,
easy to make.
yeah, so I think it's just a gathered circle for this part. And then
Yeah,
it's two pieces of heavy cardstock covered. And
Mm-hmm.
then they've got two snaps. I wouldn't necessarily have to do the needle part, right? I could just
right.
do it as a little embellishment.
I think that
Well,
would be adorable.
if you want a bonnet pattern like that, I have a small bonnet pattern. I can send it to you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it
There you
makes the
go.
back end of it.
And
Well, I have
just to make
been,
sure, make several of them, just so that
yeah,
You share the love.
right. Well,
yeah.
just to make sure you get it right.
Oh,
I
I'm not
see,
making them.
Izzy.
I'm going to give you the pattern to make them.
Oh no, I was talking to Carol to make them.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
Hi, Regina. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Sandra.
Hey,
Hi, Crazy
Carrie.
Wing Cat.
Hello,
Carrie.
Hello, Hoblob. How you doing today, friends? That's
She's
funny.
waiting in line.
I did the same thing not very long ago at Hoblob. I was watching somebody's live. I might have been Carrie's, and I was like, these people probably think I'm nuts because I was holding it up to my ear like very intently.
Is
Mm.
that some kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Like Inception? Like you were watching her in Hobby Lobby and now she's watching you in Hobby Lobby?
Yeah, I'm not positive it was her, but I'm pretty sure it was. Oh, I should probably show you guys what I'm making now. I've moved on.
Okay, yeah. Should we make you big?
Yeah. I gotta where's the journal that they're in? Oh, it's in the Prairie Mouse journal. Okay, so I'm going to make, again, these are not new. We've made these before together, but I'm going to make a set of these for each journal. And so what I did was, if I would have been thinking, I would have just adhered them to another page, but some of mine are single pages for my journals. So what I did is I just figured out a way to just attach them, still using just one sheet of paper. Look at how terrible the back of these are for my sewing machine. And
Your
now you wonder why I
tension.
say naughty words when I talk to it.
It's your tension's off or something, huh?
I
You-
know, but it only happened on the blanket stitch.
Huh.
uh, it may
But
be it may be the either one, your needle's dull, or two, it's the bobbin is not underneath you know how like when you run your bobbin, it has to go underneath the hook in there, and it may have come out. That'll cause that.
Oh, sometimes if your bobbin's almost empty, it'll do that too because it like wiggles more. I don't know why. Mine
yeah,
does
Yeah.
that.
it's not empty and my needle is new. So it could be one of the two others. So I will have to trouble, but it only did it on this blanket stitch, which was really weird. So any hoosies. that's enough of me complaining about that silly thing. I'm excited to go to Moe's and use her machine because I finally figured out the fancy little thing, and I'm not. I don't break out in a sweat now when I use it because I'm worried I'm going to break it. But it's like butter. I've never sewn on a machine. Now I've not sewn paper. I don't think with it. I think I've only sewn fabric. But oh my gosh, it's glorious. But um, so yeah, these just have a little tag inside, and then I just used a whale tail punch so it kind of looks like it's meant to be right there. So that's what I did with that. So I'm gonna whip up some of those, and they're like super fast. Um, I'll show you how to do one, and then I'll put all of this back on. I'll just show you how I did it. So when I had it on, I knew that some of my pages weren't going to um, be as wide as necessarily that one. So I wanted to make sure that I had room on the page. So I used one of my ginghams pages just to see. And what I came up with is that I could just do about a half an inch. So what I did is I folded them all in half, and then I just took my scoring tool and scored all the way across. So then when I opened it up, all I did was just cut this piece off. And then just notched it on either side here. But then I made sure that wherever I wanted my pocket to be, which I'm kind of feeling like with those other ones, maybe I shouldn't necessarily put them together just in case. On the smaller pages, these are going to have to overlap. So what I did was there'll be a notch on this end, but see, it could be on this one, depending on which way it flips out. So there'll be a notch. This piece will adhere to the page, just like this. But on some of those smaller ones, they're going to have to layer on top of each other. Does that make sense? Because the page isn't long enough. So they'll still flip up, but they'll be more layered like this instead of single like that other one. Does that make any sense? This one I goofed up. I was like, what did I just do? I glued them all together, so I'll use them for something else. But so that's all there is to it. And then you just glue this when you're ready to put on your page. These three are going to go in the Gingham's Seashore Journal.
Sweet.
Sweet. All right, let's see.
Oh.
Here we go. So the verdict's out on whether I'm going to take all of these. You know what I'm going to do here? I don't really think I need to. I don't think I need to take all this stuff, all of the innards with me. But then I'm thinking, well, what if I get ahead of myself and I need something to do?
Oh, the second guessing.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah. I hear ya.
So I guess we shall see. I think I'm best off not putting these together until I am ready to,
Mm-hmm.
I love this paper. Very happy paper.
Oh, Regina, you got volcano glue. So the trick to that is to punch a hole. So if it's your Fabri-Tac, you have to get a new bottle to do this, though. But you just leave this little seal in place and you poke a hole in the middle. Don't take it off. And then it can't do that. So I had that happen, and then I figured out the secret somebody shared with me.
Where
And
do you poke a hole in it?
you take the lid off and you leave the seal in place
Oh,
and you just poke a hole in it.
okay.
So I ended up going and buying a new bottle and poking a hole, and then I refill it, by putting the tip in and refilling it. And I don't use that one that volcanoes anymore.
Well, or you just put it in an entirely different bottle.
Oh yeah, like the what do they call those? Bonnie Bell bottles or
The
something like
sugar
that.
bell,
Bell.
that's what I use.
Sugar Bell.
But Sandra, wasn't that you? Yes, it was Sandra. She just used she emptied out a regular Elmer's bottle and
Oh,
that's what she put hers in, and she swears by it.
huh.
So that's an inexpensive way to make it work too.
That's cool.
She said it doesn't volcano.
I saw her using an Elmer's bottle, and I kind of assumed it was Elmer's glue.
No, ma'am. That's what I should probably do when I'm on the road, because I don't have, any other bottles, and I hate those Fabri-Tac bottles. Oh, the last time I probably lost about $18 in glue.
Right now.
I had them sitting on the ledge in the kitchen in the RV by the table where I was working, and I had them upside down, which I never have a problem with. And it must have gotten warm in there. And when I came back after a little while, I had lost a half of the bottle of each of those bottles of glue.
How did it come out? Where did it come out? Like under the seam of
Because
the lid?
No, because it was the regular it was one of these bottles. Because
Oh,
I had them on the road, and she gone.
it just dried up in the bottle?
No, it didn't dry out. It seeped all over in the little cup that I had it in.
Oh.
So I had I'm like, how can I save this? What can I glue?
Oh gosh.
It was bad. Bad. So
What went wrong?
I've learned my lesson.
What's happening here? There.
Is Sierra still here?
I think so. She uses collal. I've never used that.
I haven't even heard of that.
Regina.
Do tell.
Oh, I don't know anything about it. Oh, you're talking to Regina. Regina, I think it's in my I know it's in my Amazon favorites, but I might have added it to a direct link. But if you go on there, now you have to buy it in bulk, but it's worth it. And Amazon has it, and I have the link in there for $9.13 a bottle. The cheapest I've been able to find it, unless somebody else knows where else you can find it for cheaper.
No, I was appalled at Michael's when I went in there. It was $20.
Yeah.
Or over $20, like $24. I don't know. Crazy. I was like,
The Fabri-Tac or the Fabrifix?
Fabri-Tac. The Fabrifix was like 19. The Fabri-Tac was like 23, 24, 23.99 or something. And then they don't have any selection of glue sticks. All they have is kid glue. I'm like, what's
Hobby
up?
Lobby or Michael's?
Michael's.
I went to Michael's. Yeah, all they had was Tombow. It was over in the card making section.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tombow
And they had
glue stick?
Tombow. They had Craft Bond, the Elmer's Craft Bond, which I've used that before. I like it. And I
like that. I like that one. That's what I have now. But
Okay.
I'm almost out, and so I gotta find more. I did a video on this week. If you didn't see it, it's this little flippy tag page.
Oh, I did see that. I haven't had a chance to comment. It's really cute.
Yeah, so I won't go into the details here if you don't mind going over and checking out that video at some point.
Okay, that's not
Tracy asked if anybody's tried the gallon jug of PVA glue that Menard sells. And she said that her brother uses it in his model trains and thinks it would work for junk journals, but she's a little leery. Could he give you just a little tiny bottle just to try it and see what happens? I mean, because that's
Yeah,
a
there
lot.
you go.
That's a lot to spend just to see if it works. If it doesn't,
I don't have a Menards here, so
We
can't
don't
help.
have them either.
I have one
I think
just
that's
right.
a regional thing. Is it like Wisconsin or Michigan or something?
Well, most of the Midwest has them. You guys have Home Depot
Yep.
Yeah.
and you have Lowe's, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how far Menards goes, but most Midwest cities. Okay, let me ask you this about this paper. I want to see if anybody else has used it. They said. Yeah, it is a lot of glue, but you think about it, we go through a lot of glue. And as long as you have some place to keep it that it won't, get all dried out, I think you'd be okay. All right, so these are
Sometimes, don't you have to put like saran or something under the lid if you're refilling bottles from a larger bottle?
Yeah,
Is
I
that
put that press and seal around
oh,
it.
oh, okay.
Press and seal.
I like that stuff.
Oh, I use press and seal on all my stuff too. Tracy goes, no, my brother, he's probably hoping it doesn't work. So he gets a gallon of hand-me-down glue. I feel like I shouldn't do an envelope with these. I think I should use these in either the Laura Ingalls or the Prairie Girls one. Because it's vellum.
What is that? Oh, yeah.
And I have 3 pieces of kind of florally vellum. What do you think?
Oh my goodness. Tamara went through a gallon of glue. I can't imagine.
You probably do go through about a gallon. I bet.
No, I do not. I don't. I know I don't.
Really?
No. Y'all are on a whole nother level.
Well,
Angela, I have to tell you, I finally opened the package. Do you see what I have on screen?
Oh, yes.
So this is the Holly Hobby wrapping paper you sent me, an entire bag sealed. I finally broke the seal.
I can't believe it.
It is the nicest wrapping paper. It's at least 20-pound paper.
Mm-hmm. You could easily back that and use it as a cover. No problem.
Yeah, I'm using it sparingly, but I am using it.
I'm sure you are. Okay, I lost my. See, that's the other thing. My kids aren't here. I can't blame them.
They didn't steal your scissors?
They didn't steal my embossing thing. I put it back where it was supposed to go.
Angela, wave at your screen. Okay, and then I'm waving now. Now Jonna wave. I need to take the district thing down. I forgot it's up there, and then our names aren't there.
Oh, sorry.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Oh yeah, and we're a little bit bigger now too. People can probably see something.
Sorry.
Funny that we've all 3 been looking at the screen and didn't even.
Oh, I haven't been looking at the screen.
The other thing is, I was telling Hazel, one of the things about doing this without a moderator is we sometimes miss comments. And I guess Sandy, I think, was in our last one, and Hazel's like, did you see what Sandy commented? And I was like, No, I didn't even know she was there. I feel so bad.
Oh,
So,
Yeah.
so we almost need a moderator for us to watch our comments and keep us on the loop.
Well, I
well,
do try to
hi,
watch.
Miriam from Texas.
Hey,
She's
Miriam.
a fairly new subscriber to all of your channels, and I'm so excited to see all of your journals because I love all things Prairie Girl. Oh, I got an exclamation. Because I love all things Prairie Girl. Miriam is adorable. Yes.
Oh, Miriam, thank you.
Thank you for
Bye,
your great
Susan.
things about the Fabri-Tac. Well, welcome to the Prairie Girls.
Yes,
Yeah, you're
welcome.
glad you're here. It's so nice to meet a new friend.
Hi, Susan. Susan, I totally love it. It's here.
Yeah, she's
Hi,
going.
Susan.
I thought she said she was going to get a new car, and I was like, ooh, but no, just a battery.
Oh, I need a new car, huh? Or
You
a car.
do? This is a funny story. So, in our because I'm married to my husband, you don't get attached to a vehicle long because then he'll decide he wants to buy a new one. And I could care less about cars, so I don't really care as long as it's comfortable to drive and it's not too big, right? So the other night we went out for dinner, date night, and he he had his truck, so he's like, "Well, let's take your car." And we never drive my car. He always drives his car or the truck. I'm like, "Okay, that sounds great." But he's driving. Do you know I've had that thing, I don't know, since early summer. And I'm like, how did you get that to do that? How did you do that? Like I have no idea. He like got it to go in turbo mode and I didn't even know I had a heated steering wheel, which is really important when you live in Iowa in the winter. And what else did he do? Something else. And then I got in and he had flipped there was some button that indicated something was on, but I couldn't figure out what that was. So today when I got in it, I was like, huh, I'm not really sure what that is, but I'm just going to turn it off because I have no clue what that thing is. I'm like, So apparently I need a tutorial on how to drive my car. I just get in, I drive, I put gas in it. That's it.
Yeah, the new cars you definitely need a tutorial with, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was like, how
There's
did you
probably
know?
a YouTube video to watch.
Oh
There
my
probably
goodness.
is.
I'm terrified because my car is 20 years old. It doesn't have anything. There's no bells and whistles.
Oh
I
yeah.
I
I
just
do have
I
music
just kind
too.
of I just kind of laugh because when I retired, we sold my car because we we have more than enough vehicles.
Right.
So my in-laws leave a truck here that goes with their fifth wheel that they leave here because they live out of state, and when they come and visit, they use their truck. They have their fifth wheel, so it's here to move the fifth wheel. Um, then we have the farm truck, which is a big excursion that we travel in sometimes, pulls our trailers and all that. Um, and then we each had a sedan, and it was like, this we don't need four vehicles at our house. And so we sold my car, and now I just drive whatever car is left behind. I don't have
Yeah.
a car that's mine, and don't feel sorry for me. I'm more than happy with my situation. But like, oh, I'm going to the library. Well, let's see. Should I drive Papa's big red truck? I talked to my granddaughter, or should we take Daddy's car? So it's just fun. I get to drive all the cars.
Yeah, I would be fine with that too, but I guess if you have one car, you probably should know how to drive it.
Know how to make all the bells and whistles. But seriously, you can learn everything on YouTube. Just
Yeah,
I
and then I'm
learned how
like,
to
well, do I
change the
want
belt
to?
on our vacuum that way. Just look up a YouTube video.
Yeah, I know, but then I'm thinking, do I really want to know all that stuff? I
Well,
mean,
especially if you weren't getting your steering wheel heated.
well, yeah, that's important. As long as my buns and my hands are warm in the winter, then that's important. Cooled in the summer.
Nice.
But yeah, I guess I didn't. Who knew I did all those things? And I'm like, I told Dave, I mean, I've had my, don't tell. I've had my share of speeding tickets. So he had it in turbo mode, and he's like, oh, look at this get up and go it has for this and that. And I'm like, do you really think that's something that I should even know about? Like, that's probably not a good idea.
Oh my gosh.
Are you a Leadfoot?
Tracy on
Yes.
watercoloring book pages. So I had this nature. She was asking me what I was doing a while ago, so I didn't want to ignore her. But I have the Herb Grower's Guide, Cook, Spicing, and Lore by John Preenis, and it's all black and white. And so instead of having black and white, I wanted color. So I'm coloring them in. I pulled out my watercolor box, and yeah, I'm just coloring them in. And then I'll cut them out and put them on cards that are going to go inside the envelopes. I just put the little clear thingies on in. That's what I'm doing. Okay, sorry, ladies. Go
I've
ahead.
had that book. I've had that book before too. And the are the other pages that are up above, are those from a different book?
No, I pulled all the same page. They're all from the same book.
Okay. I think I put those in those botanical kits I made up for the live sales not too long ago.
Cool. Well, there you go. So if you bought one of her botanical kits, you're in luck.
There you go. All right, I'm moving on to the waterfall. Well, actually, let's try this little thing out.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
We got to get some.
No.
Oh, and here's one thing that I found while I was trying to put all my trims together to take so I could put them on and sew them when I was up there. But I am going to use a denim pocket in the Holly Hobby journal. And this one just happened to be hanging out in there. So I'm like, perfect. So
Well, that worked out.
yeah.
Hazel wants to know if I have fleet rates for my car insurance.
Yeah.
Well, now we're down to 2 cars, so it's not too bad.
Yeah,
Our kids have.
You're good.
No, I just dragged it.
All right, I need paper for this. Let's see. All right, so I have no idea what the intent of this template is, but I know what I'm going to use it for. I'm assuming what you would do is you would cut this out and then you would draw the lines for writing. Like this looks like, the little writing lines. I'm thinking. I don't know what the dots are for, but we're going to use it like this.
Can you hold it up closer again? Let me see.
Here,
maybe so you can line it up straight. That you put the dots down first. No,
I don't know, but I assumed that those were lines to write on, but maybe not.
Well, they might be, but maybe the dots are registration marks, so you can move it over. Like if you want the lines to be longer, you pencil in the dots.
Oh, okay, that could be it. Maybe.
Or maybe you could lace something through there like Jonathan played.
Maybe. So there's opportunities. But what I did do, I cut one out because I wanted to see what it looked like. And then I was like, so I'd made a template. But then I realized 2 things when I did it. Number one, because I just decided on which lines. So I did choose the lines here for it. But then when I glued it down on this template, I was like, Angela, I didn't glue any of the lines in between. So everything would go all the way to the bottom. So I'm like, okay, don't do that. So I did write on my notes not to do that. My goodness gracious. So that's not going to actually, I'll just start here. And I did put a little piece of, I guess I can leave it on me for a minute. So all I did is I just traced around this. And that's just a little piece of washi tape that's on there that is holding it on. But then I'll show you what I did to do the lines. Stencil lines. Yeah, so Hope, do you think that you would just make the line through here, and then when I took it off, it was a place for me to write on. Or, I could use my stencil, like I could do this and make it like that, because that would make sense. All right, so here's all I did so that I can make pockets. Because I just took my handy dandy Tough Built scraper utility knife, and then I chose
Whoa,
yeah,
that
this
thing is huge.
yeah, look at this. This thing's amazing. Dave bought it for himself, but I took it and I've never given it back.
I know you like those, but I've never seen that big one.
Yeah, well, this is like if I had a
That's so
tool belt,
scary.
if I had a tool
That's
belt,
like
this
my
is what I would.
machete.
Yeah, but it
Machete
works
of
like
paper cutting.
it works like a dream. I do not have a tool belt, but I would keep this in there if I did not. I know I'd have another one.
So the trick if you're watercoloring on a book page is the fact you don't overwork the paper. So work a little bit, work on a couple of items at the same time, and then go back and color, kind of color a little bit, set it aside, wait for it to dry. Because you can overwork the paper and it gets all bumpy and bubbly and uh
Pilly.
or, yeah, pilly, yeah. So book paper is
Um,
not like working on watercolor. It's very thin.
it's the same thing with my India ink, the Pit Artist markers,
Yeah,
because you can do the same thing with those. Where if you color in the same spot too many times, it just like goes right through the paper.
right.
But
Yeah.
gotta be light-handed.
You can also do some different techniques where it won't do that. Like you can do dry on dry and then come back with if you want to blend with some water, and that will help too.
Well, that'll work with the watercolor, but not the India ink. It's waterproof.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's permanent.
no. Once it's on, right?
Yep.
No turning back. All right, so
I
all I
like
did was put that in there. Now we'll see if I remember to glue it in the right spot.
the India ink for Bible journaling, but again, it will bleed through if you keep marking and marking and marking in the same spot.
I suppose, yeah. Well, I'm
Which
excited for our Bible journaling sesh next Sunday because um I went to Target Boutique not so long ago, and while I was in there getting things I needed, I went over to the office supplies, and lo and behold, they had the markers that Jonna said to try out. And so I texted her right away, sent a picture. I'm like, are these it? You guys,
did you just eat a bug?
that freaking fly has been in my face all day, and it just flew right in my mouth, and I started to swallow it.
Oh no.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
like on the prairie.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to the prairie.
Oh my gosh. I've never been so close to spitting on the floor in my life. That was disgusting.
Oh no, I'm
Oh my
sorry.
gosh.
I'm gonna be grossed out by that all day, but I'll get it. Sorry if you're watching this and I just screamed at the top of my lungs. I apologize, but anyway, they had them. How much, Jonna, were the here? I'll grab them. I've got them right here.
They're like $16 for a big box. They're called Crayola Super Tips.
Yeah, so there was like a smaller box, and it was I don't know, but look at this. Look at that.
Wow.
I know,
Yeah,
and so
the
then I saw
100.
these they had 100, and I'm like, well, you can't
Yeah,
go.
I think the 100 is like $16, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was under $20 for all
They're
of them.
great because you can watercolor with them. You just put it on like a, pad, rub it on there, and then you can use them to watercolor with too. They're not permanent though. They do move.
Right. But I'm taking those with me too.
Oh my gosh.
Well, yeah, I have to take my Bible, my giveaway, my all stuff.
All things.
It's fine. Well, my Bible would have, but I don't know. It's going to be like, I'm probably going to be over the weight limit in my car.
I don't know why she swallowed the fly.
Gee,
Tracy.
I know, Regina.
Oh
Tracy.
my gosh.
And the fact that Carol knew what happened. Like, how did you know that? I mean, because I was like,
I don't know. I just knew. I think I've experienced that.
I'm just
oh,
clueless. I didn't even hear her choking.
I wasn't. It was more of me going, trying to get it. It was literally lodged in my neck.
Sorry that I'm laughing.
It's fine. I'm like, oh.
Oh my gosh.
I do not think that's ever happened to me in my life. But there's a first for everything. I mean, I've been pooped on by a bird, but no bug in the nest.
Oh my gosh, that's just too much.
Note to self, don't go to nature with Angela.
Right. Oh,
Don't go into nature.
right. And that thing has been in my craft room all day and I could not get it out. And I was like, I need to go get my fly swatter, and I didn't. Guess that'll learn me. Oh, I'm still. There you go.
Pack up that hairball.
Yeah. All right. Well, that worked pretty well. Now I just got to back it to something. And I guess I could just put it directly on a page, but just not forget where to glue.
So what to do when you buy vintage stationery and all the envelopes are already glued shut? Just cut one end off and punch a thumb notch in it and glue it in.
There you go.
Oh, did you try using a heat tool on it?
I do not even care. I like my idea.
Okay.
Hey, you know what?
Noted.
Next week I'm making something with great big envelopes, so keep a couple of those out
Oh.
if you so choose.
Well, of course I'm a junk journaler. Not
You're
a drunk.
drunk journaler?
I'm a junk. I do not
Okay.
drink. I'm a junk journaler, which means I have a giant box full of envelopes. So don't worry. I'll have them at the ready when you're showing things.
All right.
Angela's exhausted now from.
I know. From eradicating a fly from my mouth. Oh, traumatized. All right, those three. I'm going to try something. What am I going to try? I had a great idea before I did this.
You lost your mind when your fly flew in your mouth. Huh?
So now I've moved on to these, but I'm going to try them with these Project Life cards. Why isn't that not coming open? Oh, because I need to. What's the dealing out here?
Okay, I need a suggestion. So
Okay.
I wrapped the front of the journal with paper and sewed it, but then it's kind of it's not the heaviest cardstock I own. It's the stuff Jonna got for me from Ollie's.
Yeah.
And so, but I can't. I guess I glue it and then clip it with like binder clips or something because it does not want to stay around that edge.
What are you trying to get around to the edge?
The paper. I'm trying to get the paper to go around the edge of the cover and stay down.
And it's not staying?
No, I guess I need to clip it.
Yeah.
Or
did
maybe
you use the Fabri-Tac?
I think it was art glitter glue.
Oh, you may have to use Fabri-Tac and then clamp it.
Okay, I'll try that.
Is that on a book cover?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because you could sew it.
Well, I sewed it on here, but it's not enough to sew it.
I didn't grab.
It didn't go through. Yeah.
No.
You can put me back on mode. Oh,
okay.
Wait, that's not the one I want. There we go. I'm getting sidetracked by things like that, where I'm just like seize the moment and
Yeah.
get it glued in.
Was that right on the cover as well?
Yeah.
All right, here are these Project Life cards, which I've only ever done. I mean, it shouldn't matter. I've only ever done waterfalls with like square or round. I've done round ones, but I'm gonna try these rectangle ones. See what happens.
I have gotten at least 2 pockets in each one of these so far. So
Good job.
I'm not entirely falling down on the job.
Ugh.
You're still grossed out.
Yeah, I'm like, oh. All right, let's go 3 3 1/4 just to make sure we have room for that. I'm doing 2 of them, so I can do 2 of them that match because we're going in 2 different journals. But I had these Project Life cards laying here. I thought, well, it just happened, Susie. All right, well, I might have to cut these down. Let's see.
It just happened on camera, Susie.
Can you imagine if my face would have been on camera? You guys, I would never hear the end of it from you. You'd be like, oh my gosh. He's over there convulsing. Oh.
Hopefully he doesn't send any relatives back tomorrow at the sale.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm sure that the whole issue with the flies is it's starting to get cold, So
Are you outside doing this?
no, no, I'm saying it's cold outside, and so they want to come in and hang out.
Oh, that's why you need the bug zapper inside your house. Buy a bug zapper, like a big one, and put it on a plastic boot tray and stick it in the house, and you will not have a gnat, a fly, a mosquito. The thing at night, when all the lights are off in your house, it just goes to it and cleans your house of any bugs. It's the best invention since sliced bread.
Well, I may be doing that now. That's for sure.
We have these things that emit a noise that are supposed to keep bugs away. And it worked for about the first 2 weeks. We are very much country living though. There's lots of critters out here.
Yeah, we have one in our camper and it works, fine, but still, there's a lot of leaving the door open and bringing stuff in and taking stuff out, and so you just get a lot of flies there. But I mean, it works, I guess, but clearly I need one.
Yeah, it's like $30 on it, like $35 on Amazon. It's great.
You talk about it enough on your channel that you need to put an Amazon link.
I guess I do. Sorry, I'm traumatized by the bugs out here.
Poor Jonna.
If you're a lover of insects, don't email me because I don't want to hear about it. You don't live here.
She already gets enough guff from me telling her not to kill the wolf spiders.
Exactly. But when they're in your bedroom, hello. Yeah, no thank you.
Frankly, they're too big. I can't squish them. It would be like squishing a mouse to me. I just give me the heebie-jeebies. I just put them under a cup and scoop them up with a piece of cardboard or a magazine and throw them outside.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I couldn't squish them. There's no way. Hence the vacuum cleaner. That's where the vacuum cleaner suck that baby up and then dump it outside. I don't touch that thing.
See, no, well, I say that, but like bugs, none of like spiders or any kind of bugs, they've never bothered me, like who was at our house the other day and they're like, you're gonna pick that up with your hands? I'm like, yeah.
Now if there's any kind of black widow, I am beginning to. I've been bit by two different types of black widow, and not the traditional black widow.
Yeah,
Um,
a little
and
different, girl.
and my daughter sends me this ad for a poster that has every variety of black widow. There's like, I don't know, 52 varieties or something, and they're all in photos on this poster. And I'm like, this is my nightmare. She's like, well, you could, start collecting the ones that have bit you.
Oh
It's like,
no.
I know.
Like
She
put
loves
it like a map on the wall and you get those little those little
pins.
red
Oh my
flags
gosh,
on
they're so painful, but thankfully they don't kill you, I guess.
it.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I've heard that, and you've said that it was very, very painful. So I don't think that
Yeah.
it sounds
yeah,
like.
no thank you.
I thought it was one of those things where lightning wouldn't strike twice, but then I got bit again.
Hi,
Now I can't.
Margaret.
Hey,
Miss
Margaret.
my camping buddy. Margaret's my art camp buddy.
Nice.
Nice to meet you, Margaret. We want to have art camp.
Does
Yeah.
when you say art camp, does she camp like camp like we do with you, or is
Virtual. It was a virtual camp we did.
oh cool?
Yeah. You have cabins and virtual cabins, and you have like cabin mates. It
Nice.
was fun.
I was a summer camp kid.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
My my husband was a summer camp kid, but his parents made him work at the summer camp. They like he did that for like 7 years in a row until we got married.
I think that would be a fun summer job.
Yeah, it definitely. Oh my gosh, when I was dating him, and the first time I went up, and he was a counselor for 9 little boys who were like 9 years old, and watching him walk with those 9 little boys behind him, and I'm like, oh yeah, you're gonna be the father of my children.
Aw, that's so
Aw.
sweet.
And no, we don't have 9 boys. We have 2 girls.
Aw.
But yeah, he's a was a teacher, and he's very much a kid person.
I love summer camp.
Speaking of summer camp, so I was out when I was out weed whacking behind my wall. Apparently, I got into some poison ivy, and
Again?
I with the weed whacker. You know why can't they come up with something where a weed whacker doesn't like shoot everything flying into the air? And I guess I got hit by a leaf on my jaw, so now I have poison ivy on my jaw. I'm like,
Oh
yeah, I got a little patch there. I'm like, this is
Girl.
no, boy, nature has really taken it out on us. It's almost like we're going on a prairie journey here.
I
it
know, right?
is. Does that happen to anybody else, or does nobody else do their own weed whacking in here?
Well, I have to say, I know how to weed whack.
I mean, is there any way? Am I doing something wrong? Does everybody get
No.
that stuff flying at them?
Yeah, that you're not doing anything wrong.
Okay. Well, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wore, okay. So I wore long sleeve shirt. It's 85 degrees outside. I got a long sleeve shirt on, jeans. My jean bottoms are tucked into my socks. And then I've got heavy duty boots on because I don't want to get ticks. So then I
Yeah.
got a hat on so that the bees don't bombard my head. And then I've got glasses on because I didn't want the stuff flying, debris going in my eye. So I'm covered, and I still get the stupid poison ivy on my jaw. Like, do I need to go out and weed whack in like a hazmat suit? I mean, how does this work? I don't get it.
You
Oh
need
my,
to tie your bonnet under your chin.
kind
I
of
mean,
seems like maybe so.
seriously, people.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I took every precaution, and then I got overheated and I had to come in. I was sick to my stomach, and I'm like, okay. Oh my gosh.
Well,
Tracy,
and
your little tag works perfect on my little pocket.
they do say that once you have experienced poison ivy, you will be always more susceptible to get it again. Badly. Like,
Well, I have
Same
come
thing
to
with
the,
poison oak.
I've come to the conclusion that I'm going to be ahead of it next year. So I'm going to just all winter long just keep spraying my side yard, and so that nothing will grow there. So I've got the weed. I got special weed. I went and bought this big giant thing of special weed concentrate, like weed rid concentrate. Oh goodness. And I got to move my garden because of that dead possum is up the hill from my garden. So now I know all the dead possum washed down the hill into my garden bed. So now I got to move it because that grosses me out.
It's a
Hazel
good
told me
fertilizer.
no.
Especially by the time next summer comes around, it'll be long gone. Winter
Oh
will get
no,
rid of
I
that.
can't. I can't. I know it was there. I know it's there. Like, blah.
oh, Regina. Yeah, I mean, I know some people, and it actually can get worse as they get it. Like, they get it once, and then every time they get it, it just gets worse and worse. And
Well,
That's
I am.
that's
stop.
me with that's me with poison oak. I just go straight and like just give me the steroid shot. I will not get better. I won't.
Have
Mm,
you seen this stuff that you can now put up your nose? You don't even need to have the shot anymore.
Oh.
Yeah,
wow.
they have a nasal spray, so you don't have to give yourself a shot anymore for that when you have that happen.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I haven't had it in a while. I thank goodness, knock on wood. I don't really want it again.
Dang it. Forgot.
Now, do I want to just make a card or
I'm
do I
really
want
I'm I made the pocket, but I'm putting the stuff for the tag in there. I'm being good. I'm not skipping ahead.
You're doing each one at a time?
No, I'm just doing pockets and tags like I'm supposed to today. I'm not doing. I want to make the tag to go in this pocket, but I'm not going to do it.
I did too, and I didn't do mine either. I just hadn't figured. I was like, nope, I can
Oh,
wait.
oh my gosh, I'm laughing because Margaret put scorched earth at Jonna's house. Hey, if I have one of those what flamethrowers, yeah, I'd do it in a heartbeat if I knew I wouldn't burn everybody's house down around here.
Isn't that the color of something that Tim Holtz makes?
Yeah,
Scorched
scorched
earth.
timber. Scorched timber.
That's funny.
I'm teasing.
uh,
She would have a scorched timber.
Yeah.
well, I'll let you know how the machete goes. But first I gotta put my snake rid down and then I'm gonna go out with the
I'm
machete.
really curious. Like Dave says that it works. I don't know if he's used it here, but I know he did at the acreage. So I want to
Well,
see.
they had powder you could put down, but I felt like I don't want to get that close where I have to shake the powder around. So I thought the hose, spraying it with it's a bottle you hook up to your hose.
Yeah.
And I thought that would be much more. Of course, I'm gonna have to wear like a gas mask because it will probably blow back in my face.
Right, right.
Like, who knows?
Bye, Tamara. Thanks for hanging out with us. I don't
Bye,
know how
Sarah.
entertaining you've been. It's been kind of morbid.
We're
Did you learn
something.
a lot? Did we teach you a lot of crafting stuff?
You learn a lot about nature, prairies, and to keep your dang mouth closed when you're
Oh my gosh. You don't
when
even
you're
have to go to
crafting.
the prairie
I
at
know. I
Angela's
can.
house. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
How long have we been on here? I don't
I
even
don't
see
know,
my
but I
little.
lost that stupid thing that I just made.
Oh,
Found
look at this
it. It's in the
thing.
garbage.
Chives are an herb with a long history indeed. They were known to the Chinese 2,000 years ago, who use them to control bleeding and as an antidote to poisons. I did not know that. I've been cutting the chives down. I have all these wild chives growing in my backyard, and every time I mow the lawn, it smells like a pizzeria back there. I can't handle
Oh, I
Oh,
it.
love that.
that sounds good.
Yes, it does.
Between that and the half-eaten tomato plants from the wildlife eating my
Oh,
tomatoes.
speaking of tomatoes, and I know poor Jonna, I'm not rubbing it in, I promise. But Dave, and I don't know where you got, you'll have to let us know if you have a garden or even if it's just like a salsa garden or something like that. If you had any issues with growing tomatoes this year, because both Jonna did and so did I. And my mom did too. And she's like the green thumb, you know? And she said, oh, the tomatoes were really bad this year. Well, Dave had mowed yesterday and he's like, Ange, you have all these new green tomatoes on the plant. It is, by the way, if you didn't know, it's October 20th. You know what I'm saying? And we live in Iowa. And I'm like, what? He brought up 3 of my Cherokee purples. Now, they weren't beautiful, but they were, you know, you could eat them. And about 7 on the vine that were green. And I said, well, bring them up and I'll put them in a bag. And that way, you know, bugs don't get them and we might be able to eat them.
Yeah.
But that just doesn't happen. Like, you know, they were doing nothing and laying like dormant, and now they just had a resurgence. So I don't know. And my spring cactus, you know, like the Christmas cactus, my indoor plant, my spring
Yeah.
cactus that is blooming now.
Hmm.
That's interesting.
I
Did you have a
know.
cold? Did you have a cold snap up there?
Well, we did have some cold. Yeah, we did have some cold weather. You know, but not that cold. I mean, not to a point where
You didn't have a freeze.
no, we have not had a freeze yet.
Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
don't know. Oh, something might have eaten the tops off your tomatoes, and you know, if you trim the tops, then they'll start producing below again instead of putting energy into continuing to grow the plant. So
Unless,
it's like if you're
Now
not
she
getting
told me.
tomatoes, sometimes you have to top it.
yeah, I
I
did
don't.
that earlier in the year, but Dave might have done it again. And
Well, next year, I got the tomatoes that I did grow. They were delicious. However, I didn't get very many because I was fighting off the wildlife, but they got most of them. So, well, all but 5. So I had $25 tomato. You know, tomatoes were $25, but they were good. And
it's
I found out they don't like the Italian ones that I planted, and I think it's because they're a little
Like
thicker skin.
Romas or something. Yeah.
They're called San Marcos or something like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But those were delicious. I made some bruschetta with the ones that I did,
mm,
and they were good.
that's what I
So
think I make
I'll
with mine.
definitely grow those next year for sure.
Cherokee purples still are my very, very favorite.
Yeah, those are my favorite too, but they ate those plants to the stalk. So it
Wow.
must have sweet leaves or something.
You
Hi,
must.
Khadijah.
Hi, Cotty.
Hi. We had good luck with our tomatoes this year, except for there's one that's called I think a German giant, and my niece grew it and it did great. And my sister-in-law grew it last year and it did great. So then she planted more starts, and this year it did nothing for any of us. So she's
Yeah,
like,
isn't that
that's the
crazy?
thing about tomatoes. She's like, you always have to plant twice as many as you think you need because sometimes they just don't produce at all.
Yeah. And then
And
like cucumbers.
we had these midnight sun ones, and they just would not ripen. On off, they just I don't know. They're purple and they're supposed to turn red, and they never turned red. So
Huh.
Huh.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, my plants grew great. They got huge. They were so tall.
Oh yeah, mine
But
too.
Yeah, but the problem was the stupid wildlife. So next year, I'm
Yeah.
not having a smorgasbord. I'm gonna figure this out.
Well, and
I'm really
we didn't have the
Oh,
wildlife situation. I mean, we have wildlife, but ours didn't. Nothing destroyed ours. They just did not produce like they should have. And the like you said, the leaves and the stems and the stalks were monstrous. I
so
don't know.
I'm gonna
I
put.
really thought because we have so many birds here. I thought for sure the birds were going to eat our tomatoes, but they didn't. They were very kind.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
nice.
my problem wasn't the birds. My problem was the other
Yeah.
creatures.
You need a dog.
A what?
You
A
need a
dog.
dog.
No, no, oh no.
You need a
Well,
dog.
I got a cat that comes around. I thought for sure the cat would have gotten rid of most of it.
Nah, not something that's cocker spaniel size.
Yeah, I know. Although
Yeah.
it was stalking something was rooting around up in my front yard, and I saw she got up on my retaining wall, and she was stalking it along the retaining wall, and then she knocked over my potted plant into the driveway, broke the planter, the dirt went everywhere.
Oh my
I'm
god.
like, okay.
Well, I'm a hypocrite because I say get a dog, but then the dogs we have are actually the ones that live by the garden and keep the things away are actually my kids' two dogs. So I
Um,
do I do have to help in caring for them a little bit. I'm the fetch Nana. They love Nana because I take them out and play ball with them in the morning um
oh,
for my shoulder exercise. But they our two dogs are the dogs that my husband and I own are the livestock guardian dogs, and they live with the goats full time. So yeah, they have to be fed every day, but they walk themselves on their 5 acres or
can
whatever they
I
have.
rent
I
some
thought you
of
were
your
gonna say on their
goats for my
treadmill.
backyard? Because I heard that you can rent a goat and they'll eat all that stuff. I may not have to go out with a machete. I need
Yeah,
to.
you can do
Oh,
that. They have these new collars that you can, like the people who rent them out,
Yeah.
they put these collars on the goat and then they make a uh, virtual perimeter of where the collar will tell the goat not to go beyond the perimeter. So it's a fenceless boundary.
yeah. They do that for dogs.
Wow. Where was that thing when I had little kids?
Shock collars on your children.
Uh, that's what my friends have, or my
Don't
friend, my
email
brother
me.
has for his dog, and they just set the boundaries, and it doesn't go any farther than that. It's
Huh.
weird, but that's brilliant that they do use it for goats. I mean,
Yeah,
smart.
because they buy a collar for each one of their goats, and then wherever they go, they just set up a new perimeter so they don't have to lug a fence around.
I love it.
And I don't, I think the only thing that would worry me about that, because we have physical fencing for our goats because we have
Sure.
so many predators. So it keeps the goat from going anywhere, but it doesn't stop
Doesn't keep.
anything
Yeah,
from coming into the goats.
yeah. That was. I was just gonna say that would be my only concern is how's it gonna stop those other.
Yeah, well, I think people who rent their goats out, their goats are property and not pets,
Oh,
They just oh yeah, it's an asset loss. It's not some animal that
not a
they're
pet.
attached to, which I'm too attached to my
Yeah,
animals.
I loved when we had goats.
I
Yeah,
Not
like
we didn't
baby
have goats
goats.
in
I
our.
don't care for the big ones too much.
Oh, I love them.
they're very sweet if you raise them.
I've been head butted too many times by my friends' goats.
They
Well, those
probably
are
were like,
not.
Donna, you don't like us? Well, let me just show you. Headbutt. Oh,
Knock on wood, we have never had a goat that butts, but all of ours have been pretty much hand raised, around people and get lots of affection. So they butt each other. Very
Yeah.
playful about that, but not us, thankfully.
I don't know that ours ever did either. Then I don't remember them doing that. We only had 3 growing up. Francis, I don't know, and Billy the Kid, and some other one I don't remember his name, um, but they were all really good. I mean, they were just sweet, and we got a runt pig from our neighbor, pork chop, and he lived with the goats. And then we had a rabbit with the cats. Like, just
all in the family.
it was a very diverse barnyard. Yes.
The pigs are fine with the goats unless you're having baby goats, and then that's a problem.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't be good.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the other pocket I've done. Everybody probably has done these before,
I
but
love them. Those are so pretty. That's so pretty.
so you can, if you, it's just an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. You fold it into fours, and then you just tuck each of the corners back at a slightly different angle. And then I just put some of this. What am I trying to say? It's masking paper for like painting. I have this little tiny roll I keep on my desk, and I just tuck that on, and then you can see I just folded down the corners and just kind of eyeballed that they're the same distance apart. And then you have to glue the sides here for keeping your pocket closed. But now I'm just looking for a place to put it in here.
Very pretty.
John is actually in Mississippi, Susie. So she probably liked Tennessee a lot better. They probably have nutria wraps there too.
What? Khadijah said my dad had goats. One of the mamas gave birth to the baby on her shoe.
Well, why were you standing under her? I'm just teasing. Our goats, when we did have a bunch of babies, the mama goats would always give birth in the middle of the night, and we didn't have like long range baby monitors or surveillance cameras back in the day when I did that. That was in the early 2000s, and that was so stressful to me. I was, or it's like, don't give birth while I'm gone at work.
Yeah. It's pretty spectacular to see, like I loved when our horses would, have their foals. Oh my gosh, it would make me so happy.
Bye,
It's just a neat
Hazel.
thing to watch.
Bye, Hazel.
Bye, Hazel. But yeah, when you didn't, and when our cat mama kitties would have their babies. Oh, I love that. Well, that one will go.
I definitely, as an adult, being on a little farm has really, honestly, like fulfilled a lot of my prairie girl dreams. Honestly,
It is
I
fun.
I grew up spending summers on our family farm that my grandparents had owned, and then my uncle farmed it, and so we always went and did the wheat harvest in August. So I was on the farm every summer and riding horses and stuff, but we just lived in a normal city in a regular house and had a pet dog, and that was about it. Maybe a hamster once in a while, So I always dreamed of, the big garden and the animals, and now we're getting to share that dream with our granddaughter too, having her live here on the farm.
It's a pretty cool thing. I mean, I loved growing up on a farm. I mean, we didn't have like a huge working farm. We had all the animals. My dad did a lot of work for us to have all those pets,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you know, um, it's just there's just something about it.
Yeah.
I wish.
Somebody said, there's lessons to be learned from back in these prairie days where, the resources that they were able to use, and we're so used to convenience now.
Yeah,
And somebody's like, it's really worthwhile to go back and learn some of these skills because
that
they were important, and we're not guaranteed our luxury, right? So
for sure.
Right.
That's for sure.
I think I kind of like that on that page. I was looking for
Well,
something
that's pretty.
blue, but because of the colors in here, I think I like that.
I do too. It just makes it pop a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree.
These little
Yeah.
waterfall journals make waterfall journal thingy flippy flappies make me happy.
Me too. The one I did for the paper bag. Oh my goodness, that hashtag gets me every time. Paper bag junk journal prompt challenge 2025. It took me 3 tries to get it working properly, but I did not give up, and it did work. And now I know what I did wrong, and so I could probably do it again easier.
Well, sometimes they just get stuck. Now, I don't know if for those of you who have made these before, maybe you can weigh in because I've made these a few ways and I don't know which one I think is easier. Um, because you can do it where like I scored mine 5 scores, folded the piece of paper in half and then did 5 scores for my 5 pieces of paper and then glued each one on, right? And then you just glue a band around the back. But I've also taken them where you just lay them on top of each other, and it doesn't actually, where you fold it. You just keep it on the paper, and then you just what am I trying to say? Like you just fold a piece of it over instead of scoring it, and then you lay them on top of each other, and then you do the same thing at the bottom. And I don't know which one is easier. It just seems like maybe if you're mass making this one this way seems a little bit easier. Well, what did I do? As I say that, as I'm thinking, did I screw this up? No, I didn't. I'm okay. I was like, oh no.
There, it seems like it seems like an easy enough concept, but I think that it's pretty easy to make a small error that trips it up. I don't know why.
Well, and sometimes just a little, if you're using glue, because this is a time when actually that red tape or the double-sided tape probably would be a better idea. Because even if you get I was just checking the ones I did because that first one when I was trying it, I was like, what's the price? See, like this one. If anything gets stuck, they will not move. Like that one feels like something got stuck on it.
Yeah, and I think it's when it slides through that little loop that you stick down on the page too.
Yeah. Well, what I found also that helps with that little loop is it seems to work better for me to do the full side glued here and then wrap it around and do the ends here. And I don't know if that really makes a difference. I think it looks better, but it seems to pull better too. Like this one doesn't seem to want to work like the other ones did, but yeah, no.
Susie says she can't see all of us, but we're all on the screen.
Well, that's weird. Yeah, we are.
I think what I'm going to do with this one, just cut this off just a little bit. So you
Do
can see.
you each want to do a little recap of what you accomplished? And it's already been
We're
2
almost
hours.
2 hours, yeah. Yes, why don't you let me finish up what I'm doing here. Carol, are you ready to do that?
Uh, yeah, just a sec. I'm gonna
Or
put these
It was
clamps on.
your idea.
I know. I was a suggestion. I was not prepared to do it.
she's like, yeah, great idea. Somebody else do it.
Uh, I'll get there. I'm just putting my clamps on, and then I can do it.
Clamp.
Clamps. I'm
I feel like if I
determined.
don't finish what I started, I might not come back to it.
I know. That's how I feel about my clamps.
Oh, well, you can put me on.
Okay.
I can show my stuff real quick because
All right.
I haven't done that much. Oh goodness.
We have,
Okay.
oh, shoot.
So,
Sorry.
huh? Oh,
Nothing. You're fine. Everything's
I
fine.
did I did 2 pockets out
Oh,
of
those are
12 that I have yet to finish.
those are
Um,
gorgeous.
Oh,
so I can either you I can either do it as a journaling spot. I don't know if you saw the video, but what I did was on the side that is the envelope side is where I put the paper. And
okay.
then I notched it and stitched around 3 sides so you can clip it in and use it as a journaling spot if you want, or you can glue it down and use it as 2 pockets. So like, you know, but
Mhm.
it's a good way to use up that. It's a good way to use up those envelopes that we all have 4 million envelopes of.
Right.
And if you don't want it to look like an envelope, so I did those, and then is that all I did? Then I did, yeah, that's all I did. Okay, then I ended up watercoloring. Okay, I did all the, I used the little crinkly stuff off of, I did all the envelopes that I needed to do with that crinkly stuff from the policy envelopes, and I just used them on these. And then I made like a journaling card. I watercolored that book pages, and then I put them on a card, and then I can put them inside the envelope so you'll be able to see through. And I still need to do some kind of decorating or something. I don't know what I'm going to do on the envelope. Maybe take some more. I may do some more watercoloring and maybe do a little greenery or something on the outside.
There you go.
And then, yeah, so that is all I did. But I did put I was putting a little tip on the back of the card. So like this one was garden cress or curly cress, and then I put like a little uh like a what about, something about it. And I didn't realize that garden cress was a member of the mustard family. So I thought that was interesting.
Ah, we
Yeah.
have two kinds of mustard here growing on the farm: black mustard and tansy mustard.
Tansy mustard.
Yeah. And I picked a bunch of the mustard seed the black mustard seed, which is supposed to be really spicy. But I didn't make mustard out of it yet.
Huh. I did not know that it was spicy.
I would
Yeah,
probably do that.
yeah, you would.
So
All right.
that's what I've done. That's all I did in 2 hours.
Well,
And
that's not
and
all. You had a great time with us.
I did, but I thought I had done more than that, but I guess I did. I guess I didn't. Wait, did I put something away? I guess I didn't. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Carol.
you're fine. Okay, here's the little library-ish pocket that I did. And I did one of those for each. And then I got to find where my other one is. Which one did I do on this one? I thought I made another one for each.
Oh, Susie said not us, but the guys in the chat. Yeah, for some reason that happens.
Oh, it's because there's 3 different channels that it's broadcasting to. So you're only gonna see other people talking in the same broadcast as you on YouTube.
Unless they is it if they subscribe to everybody? If they
Maybe. I
subscribe to each other? I don't know.
um okay. I'm not sure where the other one went in that one, so I'm gonna move along. Just Okay, so I use the wallpaper to make pockets on either side of the signature. Where are you? Pocket there. No, I did not make the pocket on that side. Okay, this is the other one. And then here's my pocket in this one. Oh,
Now,
this is funny.
is that gingham? Is that on cardstock or is it on regular?
This one?
Uh-huh.
That's cardstock. It's scrapbooking paper.
Okay, gotcha.
This gingham is just on 20-pound printer paper. But I this is 40-pound printer paper, and I glued them back to back on that one because, or no, I printed both sides. Never mind. I can't keep track. That's the thing with making this many journals, and they're all a little bit different. Which is Denise still here? I was going to ask. She does her 12 journals, but are they kind of all the same, or does she do them all different? Because
Oh, if
that
I had to guess, they're all different. But
okay. Because I think I'm having a hard time because I'm not complaining. I'm enjoying this immensely, but because every journal is different, pretty much,
yeah.
um, I lose track of where things are in them. Like
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
find the
each
second.
one of mine's different too. Each one of mine is different.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my flippy journal spot that I did the video on this week. And
That's
then
fun.
here's the one I did 2 pockets with the wrapping paper.
I want to see
Both
your
sides.
I want to see your flippy thing because I didn't get to see it close up. So
So
is it
it,
wrapped? Okay. Oh yeah, cute.
but then it also opens here, and
See,
that's
that's
how
what I
it's.
should have done when I first started mine was put it around my page.
Uh-huh.
Now,
Uh-huh.
So then
did you back your wrapping paper on something?
no, because it is pretty sturdy.
Oh, that's the stuff that Angela sent you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then let's see, where's my other one? Oh, there's my library pocket in this one. I put this Holly Hobby shower card and I made it a tuck spot in the back. And I think this is the one I did the envelope on too. Let me see. Yeah, this is the one where I used the envelope. And I might put something else on top of that or do some stenciling or something on it. Is that all my pockets?
Oh, that paper looks really good in there.
Doesn't it? I'm
Yeah.
loving it.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
This is not a digital, so anyway, I think that was all of mine. Oh, one more. This is the one that I did this pocket, which I'm going to put right there, but I left it out until I can measure to make the tag. I got everything I need to make the tag there.
She's dying to make those tags.
I am. Oh, and then that's that one I showed last. Okay. I think that's all of mine.
Nicely done. So
Yeah,
I don't know if we talked about this before we went on or if we said this when we were live, but we were talking about things that you already have pre-made. You said, Carol, you don't have a big stash of things pre-made.
Right.
Just pull
Yeah, I don't either.
Oh, okay. I think that's what I'm gonna do before I go. Just let's add one more thing to my car. But I think I'm gonna go through and see what I have so that at least for the next couple weeks, I can work on something that's maybe different or maybe something I really like to work to use in my journals that I'm out of, you know? I don't know. I do
That'd
not
be
know.
smart. Oh, you know what I forgot to tell you? My sister called me yesterday or Saturday. They were having the huge Methodist church garage sale, the yard sale. And you know what she found me?
What?
Holly Hobby color forms of a 3D house. And you put a bulb behind, like you put a small light behind the house, and it
Uh,
has like colored windows that are like kind of golden yellow. And she said it lights the wind, goes through the yellow and like makes it look like the house is lit up. And you can,
oh,
isn't that the coolest thing? I've never even heard of that before, that they
I
made
haven't either,
3D
but how
color forms.
fun. Merry Christmas.
Oh, wow. I had the uh Holly Hobby color forms that just the paper, it was like a paper doll where the clothes stuck on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have that anymore, but I think that was one of my first memory keeping journal entries that I ever did. Was I found like a place where I could print it out and just keep it in my personal journal.
Oh, yeah.
I have the little house on the prairie color forms. It's a really large box, but I have it. It's up on my shelf in my craft room, and it would take a lot to get it down. So,
I have
but I'll take a picture of it
the
so you can see it.
Little House on the Prairie paper dolls, but I would not
Uh,
dream of pulling them apart and putting them in the journal.
Yeah, I didn't pull my color forms apart. That's up on display.
yeah, I have those too, and the really thick ones. And I'm like, well, those are too bad. I mean, yeah. So those I probably won't be pulling apart either. That's just it. Half the stuff that I have that I could use for Holly Hobby, I'm not using. I'm just saying.
Um,
You know what I
Cot-
mean?
Cottie's asking how often we use our scoreboards. If I'm folding cardstock, it's a must. Now, somewhere in the which you would see on if you watch that video, it's pretty short for that flippy journal thing. I have lost my original little scoring tool for mine. I mean, it's somewhere here, but we moved, so I don't know when I'm going to find it. But so I use just a bone folder, and it's a little too fat for the grooves, but it works.
Well, you know
And
what? It honestly, Carol, though, the original ones that came with mine was still too fat. And
wasn't
yeah, it would like slide off. So I just used the stylus.
I had trouble with poking holes in my paper. I guess I pushed too hard.
Well, I did for a while. I was too aggressive with it, and I'm like, okay, chill out. You don't need to press that hard.
Now,
Um,
Angela, you have the scoreboard that has the cutter attachment. Mine is just the EK Success, just a scoreboard.
yeah, I have one. I have this, the one that I used today, and then I have another one um that I think I thrifted from a yard sale that I have at the camper that doesn't have the blade on it. And and the other thing that is you kind of have to get used to them because every single one is different. Like some of them, the numbers are backwards on the other side, and that's what I noticed. They're kind of they're a little backwards sometimes, but I do like
Yeah,
that it's on here. Really, this is what I should have on the road.
right.
You know,
And that folds all the way open to 12 inches, right?
yeah,
Yeah, because I like having a
No.
full 12 by 12. Mine is actually 12 and a half by 12 and a half.
that's what mine is too.
I have the
12 and a quarter, actually.
I have the We Are Memory Keeper one that goes out, yeah, to 12, and it has the cutter. And then I also have the little small one by Martha Stewart, and I have the large one that's just that one's by Martha Stewart too.
I guess we're pretty excited about our scoreboards, Khadijah.
Oh,
Ange, are
shoot.
you ready for your final
Yes, I am.
hurrah?
I'm ready. Oh, I'm on here, aren't I? Okay. Well, we can start with this. I'm not quite done with these. So I've got these two that I need to put together left. And I thought about maybe using the lace as a pole for one of these. But I did get
Right.
all the rest of them done. So This is, and I keep testing them to make sure that they're still, because when you use that glue, they do sometimes stick. So, but these seem to be okay. They'll be better when they're actually on a page. So I got all of those. I have these 3 left to finish before I can turn off the lights in the craft room. So I'll have one. I should have one for everyone, with the exception of verdicts out if I'm going to make one for that little mini Gingham's journal, because it's
Oh yeah.
I did experiment with this, so I'll put this probably in the Laura Ingalls or the Prairie Girls journal and see what that looks like. And then I got all of the ones that are going to flip out ready to go, but I was hesitant to actually do anything except cut them. And I'll show you, if you weren't here, this is what it will look like.
You are so fast, Angela. You got a lot done.
But remember, I have had all my papers ready to go. I mean, I picked out all the colors before.
Oh, okay.
So, you know,
You're smart.
This is what these will all look like. However, some of the pages in the other journals are not as long as this one is. So some of them will be stacked on top of each other and kind of flip out that way. So there's that. And then I did not do the tags, but these are the tags that I did with the little what do you call that thing?
The whale tail whale tail punch.
It wasn't coming to me. All right, so those are all done, and then finally I got all of these.
Love those. I love those mousies.
I do too. It might be one of my favorites. Well, I don't know. That's my favorite right now because this is the farthest one I've got done. So these are all ready to roll. I need to sew all of the paper in for the notebooks, and then of course decorate when I decide which journals they're going to go into. So, yeah. So those, I've got one for every single one of those too. So
awesome. Well, we got a lot accomplished today. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you, Cotty. And yes, we really appreciate it because that helps us get a lot of stuff done, and we have a lot of stuff to do. So next week we're coming back, and what happened to my piece of paper? Here it is, right here. Next week we are working on tags and journal cards, right?
Yep.
So we will be back again next week. I will be at the lake, so you'll get to see me experimenting with not very many supplies. So let's see. Unless, of course, I decide to run a trailer.
And Angela, you're going to run, the word for the drawing was gingham. So if you didn't get gingham in the comments, do that. Angela's giving away her digitals again this week. Thanks, Denise. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Sean, for reminding me. Thanks, Denise.
Jonna, do you have anything else going on this week as far as like lives or anything?
I'm getting ready to do my Trinket Tuesday video. I got to record that. I've got a thing I'm making for the Prairie Girl Journal, so that's coming. That'll be out tomorrow morning.
Cool.
If everything goes well with uploading, because ever since I knew you, I'm having a problem with uploading, and I've never had an issue.
I don't have a problem with uploading. I have a problem with my video won't save from my editing program. It just turns and won't
mine
save.
is getting it to, because it's a long story. I got to go from one thing to another. But if I film on my camera, it's not a good enough. It pixelates, and if I film from my phone to airdrop it, takes forever, and it's just such a pain. But anyway. So I have that coming. I'm actually, the next 2 Trinket Tuesdays I'm doing are going to be related to the Little House on the Prairie. And what else? That's all I really have. I'll probably do some things this week I'll probably do a live. I need to do a live. I gotta work on these journals. I'll probably do just a live of me trying to get together and work on the journals.
That's fine.
And then don't forget to go to the Kofi shop and get the free printable, because I put that up there. for the labels that match Little House on the Prairie stuff, and also the free printables for the little girls, the prairie girls are up too. And there's like a little log cabin. I cut them all out, so I can't show you what's in them, but that's up in my coffee shop too. So go grab
Awesome.
those if you're lacking things to put in your own journal.
Very generous. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Donna. And speaking of generous, did you happen to you said you had a list of things that you made for yourself on things that you might want to use, and were you going to put, you said you're going to put it somewhere, but I don't remember where that somewhere was.
I have not finished that list yet.
Okay.
I'm almost done. I have 3 or 4 other things that I discovered today while I was pulling. So that'll go up. It'll definitely be up by the time we meet again next week. So
That's
Awesome.
awesome.
Thanks.
Thanks for sharing your resources.
Yeah,
Angela and I have our live sale tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. Central. And then we have Bible journaling on Sunday at 2 p.m. Central. And then we'll be back here with you next Monday for Prairie Girls Gather again at 4.
that's right. All right, I'm going to share the screen and we'll see who the winner is. Don't forget to put the word gingham in if you haven't done it yet. I hate that it does that.
Yeah, that's weird. I wonder why. Here we go. Who's it gonna be?
Let me see. Let me see. Denise Gardner. Good to see you.
Spider-Man.
Awesome, Denise. Okay, so I have your deets. I will send you all of the files. So you're getting the two you're getting the two gingham files, the pastel and the brights. You're getting the Prairie Girls digital, which is actually 2 files as well, the 25 pages, and then you'll get the calicos, both the brights and the pastels. So you can have some fun with those, girlfriend. Congratulations. And
yay! Congratulations.
Congrats.
all right, let me stop sharing and we will say our goodbyes. All right. Stop screen. We love you. All right, friends. Well, thank you so much. It's been a great night, and we will see you again tomorrow and then again on Sunday and Monday. Man, that's a lot of us this week, I tell you.
Oh,
Have a
that's right.
great,
I forgot about it's this Sunday.
that's right.
Oh
Have
my
a
gosh.
great rest of your week, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you all. Bye bye.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Regina.
Bye.
Bye.